She was experiencing a sort of existential crisis, asking questions like, "Are you serious with this? This is really going to happen? How am I not talking about this? But I can't because I have a son and but I'm still in love. I don't know what to do." According to rumors, Kevin Hunter, SAR's former fiancée Sharina Hudson, has dumped him and is preparing to sue him. She's not doing this for any random cause. Rather, she is asking for child support for their daughter Jenny. The consequences of Kevin's past actions seem to be haunting him in the most unexpected ways. Welcome back to the Secret Life channel, everyone. You'd think that after being together for so long, Sharina would give Kevin a break, but because she's preparing to sue him, it's obvious that their relationship has undergone a significant change. It's reported that she's highlighting Kevin and making hints that he may have been neglecting his fatherly responsibilities. Truthfully, many believe that Kevin's current troubles are the universe balancing the scales, since it's like witnessing a real-life soap opera. However, I got and he got, and we believed in each other the more of a jerk he became. Despite Kevin constantly singing praises about Shireen loving him for him and not his wallet, the masses never quite bought that tune. We mean, come on, the guy was rizzing money on her, even if those dollars were originally Wendy's, that bling, and those luxuries most people can't afford, so it's no wonder that he's hit some tough time. From money woes to health challenges without proper medical help, lawsuits from banks, and to top it all off, Sharina is heading to since 2007, when their secret love saga began playing. Out behind Wendy's back, Kevin and Sharina have been the talk of the town. It wasn't just rumors and whispers, though. Speaking of cash splurges, remember the buzz about Kevin dropping a whopping $700,000 on a swanky pad for Sharina? Oh yes, that was his money all right, but there's chatter about where those funds really came from, adding another twist to this tale of love and money. Kevin poured some serious cash into their relationship, painting a picture of deep commitment, and I read about it in the blogs and tabloids, the address of this place that he had purchased to share. With this back, it's about the house being purchased with Wendy's money, of course. But here's where it gets juicy. The fact that the luxurious home Kevin got for Sharina is so close to the house he shared with Wendy makes you question, doesn't it? Some claim it's a story of cunning financial maneuvers and perhaps just possibly some deception in action. Kevin's generosity to Shireen went above and beyond. He acted as the ideal benefactor, investing heavily in Wendy's business ventures, including opening stalls in her South Carolina hometown, launching an online clothing and jewelry store called Vish. Unfortunately, none of these ventures were successful. In an ironic twist, they even dabbled in the vegan industry, but alas, that venture too failed. All of these investments came directly out of Wendy's wallet. Yep, I've known about her almost from the beginning of our marriage, and I've known that Kevin is a serial adulterer. Speaking of Wendy, she was always aware of Kevin and Shireen's not-so-secret antics, and surprisingly, she was somewhat cool with it. However, Wendy drew a clear line in the sand, stating that Kevin was never to have children with Sharina. However, as fate would have it, that line was crossed when Shireen Wendy's response was swift and firm. She severed her relationship with Kevin on both a personal and professional level, telling him in jest, "I don't recommend that you work with your husband because I made him my manager, and then when I decided to divorce him, he had to be fired." Talk about hitting two birds with one stone. Despite being pointed in the direction of the exit, Wendy said, "Talk about hitting two birds with one stone." With a baby on the way and no reliable income, one might have expected Kevin to hustle, but instead he was able to secure Wendy paying him alimony on a regular basis. The precise amount is secret, But let's just say Kevin and Sharina didn't exactly downgrade their lifestyle. In fact, many people whispered about how Kevin, who had once proudly claimed his contribution to Wendy's success, had suddenly taken a back seat. Wendy's alimony payments came to a screeching halt, exposing a sneaky clause that her legal eagles had inserted, essentially saying that if Wendy lost her show or didn't land a role within an equivalent salary, Kevin's alimony would either significantly decrease or disappear into thin air. And so it did. The clause stated that if Wendy's contract with Talk Double, UD is not renewed or is otherwise suspended, cancelled, or terminated, and Wendy has no other television show currently, this unexpected turn caused tremors throughout the celebrity grab. Vine from where we left off. The Al-Anon agreement between W and Kevin had a specific condition, one that should have been crystal clear despite the obvious success of The Wendy Show. Kevin's luxurious life constructed around Wendy's success now teetered on the edge. Wendy's absence due to her health could have set off such a chain of events, but Kevin, Sharina, and even their legal eagles either missed or possibly underestimated the key clause that would stop them. Revenue stream. When Wendy took a health hiatus, causing the program to be cancelled, and Wendy had her hands full with her assets being frozen, Kevin's conviction that the show's popularity was a safety net was broken. In the midst of her protracted legal battle with Wells Fargo Bank, which she has frozen her accounts for 2 months, Wendy Williams is requesting access to her money. If things weren't already difficult for her, Kevin's ship was sinking even quicker, in contrast to most people who safeguard their nest egg. I was fired because of my divorce, because Kevin Surprise didn't exactly have a handle on financial planning. Years had passed, and he hadn't made any sound investments when the alimony stopped flowing. His financial foundation fell okay. Kevin didn't hold back, bursting out with, "Wendy is in rehab, and these people just stopped depositing my money cold turkey. Now I'm demanding to see all of the bank records from the time of the divorce until now, and that will show what really is going on my finances." Al expert, in his signature style. According to observers, no banking institution has ever fought as hard to prevent the release of the documents. I have fallen behind in most of my bills. I currently live in a community that requires payments to the Homeowners Association, and I'm behind on that bill. If the Homeowners Association fees are not paid, foreclosure will soon follow. Kevin was obviously upset and felt cornered, but he believed he had earned that money and wasn't about to give it up easily. His desperation became even more apparent when he revealed his financial struggles. When ERS started spreading about unrest in Kevin and Shireen's paradise, insiders made suggestions that Shireen didn't like the idea of a less opulent existence. Kevin, who was already under a lot of stress, reportedly found it difficult to find comfort in his own home. He was with me, pleading for forgiveness and admonishing me to take a pause because he would realize that we were destined to be together. Then, in a last-ditch effort, Kevin filed a lawsuit against Wendy to continue receiving alimony, but the court system was having none of it, and the judge quickly dismissed the case. If you thought things couldn't get much worse for Kevin, think again. Because of their diminished standard of living and Kevin's inability to support them, Sharina decided to break off their relationship. There are rumors going around town that a particular talk show host is laughing all the way to the bank as her ex-husband Kevin's life becomes a soap opera. A viral item that was intended to be blind revealed the secret. Kevin dumped his mistress Shah because she was spending his money like a wildfire girl. What did you expect? It was never a fairy tale to begin with, but hold on, there's more to reveal. According to trustworthy sources, Sharina has moved in with her mother after packing her things and leaving Kevin. Like a real-life episode of Telenova, but now the twist. If Kevin thought he was in a tight spot before, he's really caught between a rock and a hard place now that Shireen is looking for her pound of flesh, and she's putting the squeeze on him for child support for their 2-year-old daughter journey.